Hey guys, I'm here with my cat Noelle. Now yesterday we read a story about Nuffle Bunny and how the little girl had her special stuffed animal that she enjoyed spending time with and always wanted near her and was really upset when she lost it. I asked you guys to think about something special that you have that you enjoy maybe cuddling with at night or that makes you feel better whenever you're upset, and to go ahead and write about it. So this is my special animal. This is actually from when I was about 3 or 4 years old. There was a movie called Nick and Noelle, and there was a cat and a dog that both got lost at Christmas time and then found a family to live with. And they had stuffed animals. And my brother and I both got the stuffed animals for Christmas that year. So he got Nick, the dog, and I got Noelle, the cat. And I slept with this cat every night probably from the time I was 3 and 4 years old. And then when I went away to college, when you go to school after high school and you live with your classmates and stuff, I took the cat with me and just kind of hid it under my bed just to remind me of home. So whenever I came to live at my house after I got married, my dad hid my cat in my bed that I could find that first night. So it's been with me a really long time now. I don't sleep with her anymore, but I do still have her to remind me of all those times whenever I was little. So in your journal, you hopefully wrote about a special thing to you. So when we do our journals, we start with our title. It's okay if you didn't have a title because I didn't give you one. And we put a date. So this is March, we can put the 3, and then today is the 30th. So if you did yours yesterday, it would have been the 30th. So we're just going to pretend like I was doing this yesterday, like you would have done. And then we'll put 2020. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and write. By now, at this point, we've been writing a long time, so we should definitely be writing more than one sentence or 2 sentences. If you remember, we were up to 14 minutes. So at home, that could be something you do is set your timer for maybe 15 minutes, push yourself a little bit, or you can just try to get more and more sentences. So today we're going to go ahead and I'm going to aim for 5 sentences about my special thing. So first I have to tell my readers what my special thing is. So my special item is my stuffed cat, Noelle. Now, as I'm writing, I'm going to make a few mistakes on purpose. I want you to pay attention to some of the mistakes I'm making, and then when we're done, we're going to go back and hopefully you can help me fix what I need to do. Okay, so now I told my reader what I'm reading about. So now I can give some details about my special thing. I got her for Christmas when I was little. All right, so that's 2 sentences. I still haven't really explained her at all. I can't really tell what she looks like or anything like that, but you do know what it is and where I got it from. Now, if you listen, you can hear that because remember I told you it was from a Christmas movie. So I'm going to say she has jingle bells on her neck. All right. Let's see. I better talk about what she looks like because there's lots of different cats in the world. So I could say her brown fur is scratchy from being washed many times. All right, now I have 4 sentences. This is more than 4 lines, but remember when we do sentences, we're counting how many thoughts we have. So we have 4 thoughts right now. What else should I share about her? Probably should share about how I feel about her because all I've done is told what it was, where I got her, what she looks like. So then I could say, when I was little, I liked to sleep with Noelle. All right, So I have 5 sentences now. After I finish writing, I want to go back and I want to read what I wrote to make sure that it makes sense. You should always go back and check your writing. Now you would just keep using your pencil. Okay, but I'm going to switch to a pen so that we can see if we make any corrections or if I had any mistakes. So I'm going to check each word that I wrote. My special item is my stuffed cat Noelle. I got her for Christmas when I was little. She has Jingle Bell on. Oh, this sounds funny. And you know what? I keep reading. I don't know when to stop. If I start here, I just keep going. I got her for Christmas when I was little. She has Jingle Bell on. What? That is crazy. I'm going to need some periods there. So first I'm going to look at where my new thought stops. I got her for Christmas when I was little. That tells when I got her. So I need to add a period there. Make sure that your sentences don't go too long. If you're starting to tell about a new thought, like her jingle bells, I need to make sure that I start a new sentence. She has Jingle Bell on her neck. Okay, that doesn't sound very good either. What I see right there is that has is plural. Okay, has is, I would say I have something. Okay, but she has jingle bells. So I need to put the S on bells to make sure that that sentence sounds the same. She has jingle bells on she neck. Oops, I used the wrong preposition there. I'm sorry, the wrong pronoun there. She has jingle bells on, what would sound good there? Her neck. Her brown fur is scratchy from being washed many times. I think that might sound a little better if I added a word here. Can you think of a word that would sound good there? Her brown fur is scratchy from being washed too many times. And remember the TOO, we talked about that not long before we left, that means also or more. So because it's many times, we want more times. When I was little, I liked to sleep with Noelle. All right, so now at least I have all the words I need, but I'm afraid there's still mistakes. So first, I reread it to check for missing words. Now I need to check to make sure I have all the capitals that I need. So I started with a capital, and I wrote all the way to a period, but I have a name in this sentence. What's the cat's name? Noelle. So I need a capital N on her name. Here's a period, so I need another capital to start my sentence. And this is the name of a special day, a holiday, so I need a name on there, or a capital on there too. I got her for Christmas when I was little. Why does I need to be capitalized? Because that's my name in the sentence, or your name in your sentence. Here's a new period that I added. So if you add a period, make sure the next word is going to be capital. She has jingle bells on her neck. Period. Capital. Her brown fur is scratchy from being washed too many times. Period. Capital. When I was little, I liked to sleep with Noelle. Well, I remember this name, and I remember this name, but I forgot this name. So I have to check for all my capitals and make sure that I've put capitals on all the names and at the beginning of the sentences. All right, what do you think we should check for next? Yep, we need to check for the punctuation, those end marks. Now, we actually kind of did this at the beginning when we reread it, but let's just make sure that we have our 5 sentences. Capital, period, that's 1. Capital, period, that's 2. Capital, period, that's 3. Capital, period, that's 4. Capital, period, that's 5. And remember, you can have more than 5 sentences, and you can also use a period, an exclamation mark, or a question mark if you wanted to. So any of those end marks would be good. All right, so we check that. The last thing I want to make sure I check is my spelling of those word wall words that we know. Those words that we read a lot and those words that we see a lot in our writing. We want to make sure we spell those right. If it's a harder word, like maybe I didn't know how to spell stuffed, I could just use my pencil and put a line under it if I'm not sure, okay? So we're looking for any word that pops out that we know how to spell because we've read it so many times, but we didn't spell it right. I've never seen this word before. So if I read that sentence, I got her for Christmas when I was little. I know I need to go back and fix when, and I need to go back and fix was. Those are both word wall words. She has jingle bells on her neck. Her brown fur is scratchy from being washed too many times. When I was little, okay, we need that double T. I like to sleep with Noelle. All right, so now I have checked the spelling. So writing is not just about scribbling a bunch of words on the paper and then being done. Writing is a constant work. You have to go back and check it and make sure it's your best. And it's okay if you have to make mistakes. Now, you would have your pencil and you could just erase your mistakes and fix them, no big deal. But I wanted you to be able to see that even I can make a lot of mistakes whenever I'm writing and you can fix it. And then, of course, we have this nice space down here that after I write my sentences or I write for my 15 minutes, I could draw a picture. And so maybe I would draw like a Christmas tree to show Noelle under the Christmas tree. Something like that. Or I could draw, you know, my bed and make sure I have Noelle in there where I could cuddle with her. So make your picture your own. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow. Check your work, do a little writing for me, and practice those 4 things that we want to make sure we do. We reread it to make sure it makes sense. It has capitals at the beginning of sentences and on special names, punctuation and end marks, and of course our spelling of those words that we should spell right. See you later.